Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie and this is Luna Phoenix Tarot. Today I'm doing your July 2020 general reading. This is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate with every Pisces out there. So take the message as it resonates, leave what doesn't. Sometimes it's just not your message. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell for new content. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys for still being here and welcome back. Pisces. I'm excited for this reading. Okay, I don't know if you guys can already see some of these cards, but ooh, I'm excited. Okay, so we had mending come out as the overall energy, which is obvious that it's mending some kind of relationship. I do want to read a little bit into it though because of what came out in the reading. So I don't always read the book on it, but for this I feel like I need to. Hi, Princess. All right, let's see. Forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Okay. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Let's see. You may come to realize that in chasing after a pretty shiny thing, you lost sight of a long-term sustainable prosperity. Sometimes you make choices that look good at first, but ultimately lead to loss and failure. It's time to forgive yourself and others. This is an interesting message here. Heartbreak is a strange healer of souls. Our grief strips away our masks and loosens our tight hold on our separateness, where we view ourselves as I and the world as it. Loss allows us to see ourselves as part of a larger scheme, opening us up to sympathy, empathy, and dependence on others in the moment when we can't hold ourselves together. Interesting. That leads into this. So, we had the Fool, which is all about taking a leap of faith, kind of putting your inhibitions aside and just going for something. It's also a cautionary card of not being blind to how you're moving either, and not to fall in a situation that may look shiny and pretty, but it's not. We also got the Magician. The Magician is a card about manifesting the life that you want, manifesting financial wealth, health, relationships, unity within family, healing for yourself, things like that. I love how they did the Magician in this deck. This deck is beautiful. I love this deck so much. I'm so glad I got it. We got the Emperor here. There are so many major arcana cards in this reading, which tells me that you're supposed to be going through what you're going through. So if you ever feel alone, just know you're not. And if you're feeling it, there's probably other Pisces out there that are going through the same type of thing. So we have the Emperor clarified by the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance. So the Emperor is, think of an emperor, someone who runs a kingdom, someone who's powerful and respected, an authority figure, but someone who may not be connected on an individual level. So it very well could be someone who views themselves at a higher standard than they do others. But at any rate, this person has the ability to control their life the way that they want to, and have things working in their favor. We also had the Ten of Pentacles, clarified by the Two of Cups and the Lovers. So, I mean, look, y'all. This is beautiful. My nails ain't, so ignore those jokers. Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and the Lovers. This, to me, is a new relationship that is bound for success. This is the person you've wanted, the person that you've been asking the universe for, the person that you have been healing yourself for. I love that. Then we have the Star, which is wish fulfillment. This is you have manifested and prayed and actually done work on yourself to get to this point. And so you're going to start to see little trinkets, as I would like to call them, of gifts from the universe saying, you know what, you did a good job. You know, here's a pat on the back. Maybe here's some extra money that you weren't expecting, or a new relationship that you weren't expecting. Stuff like that. So then we have the Seven of Pentacles come out, clarified by, you guessed it, the Seven of Pentacles. So that is a card to me of building something, but may have a tendency to be too focused on one pentacle that you're neglecting the others. That was also clarified by the Four of Swords, which is a card about taking a step back and going into like meditative mode, getting some rest, taking a breather, things like that. The Four of Swords comes right after a heartbreak, which would be the Three of Swords. So these two together tell me that it's okay to slow down a little bit. You absolutely should still be doing work on yourself and working for the life that you want, but you've gotten this far, so it's okay to take a breather. It's okay to go on a trip. It's okay to go out with your friends. I mean, we are in quarantine still, kinda, but that's another story for another day. But anyway, taking time out for yourself, essentially, even if it's just an extra nap throughout the day, it's okay. I don't think I said what Temperance is. No, I didn't. Or the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is just, again, the universe moving things in your favor. What we get, it's the law of attraction. What we put out there is what we get back. So if you've been putting out, you know, what you're looking for, and you're doing the work required to attract that, then, you know, you're going to start to see that come into this 3D reality that we're living in. Temperance is all about balance and energy, masculine and feminine, light and dark, that type of thing. So this could be a balance between you and another person, and with it clarifying the Emperor, that's exactly what I feel like it is. Now, masculine and feminine energy is interchangeable. It could be a male or a female. So I wanted a little more on this reading because it seemed too simple. But I mean, it is what it is, and I think my spirit guides kind of laugh sometimes, and they pull little jokes on me, like, we told you what you need to know, so just take it. So sometimes when I ask for clarity, it's pretty deliberate. So I got the Death card and the Ten of Cups. This is a transformation. This is you going through a metaphorical death and a rebirth. This is, you know, the experiencing pain, just like this mending card said. Experiencing pain was the catalyst for you growing and becoming the best version of yourself that you can be, which is attracting this Ten of Cups and this Ten of Pentacles. These are two of the best cards in the whole deck. Plus, you got the Star, the Lovers. I mean, this is a really good reading, Pisces. Guidance cards that came out was, what do you need to release? I feel like I'm missing something here, because when I saw this come out, some of you need to release the heartache. Some of you are still sitting with it, and I think when I was looking at the Seven of Pentacles and it was clarified by itself, I took that as there are still times where you find yourself kind of avoiding healing from the heartache. So when we go through something that's traumatic, right, we don't just get over it. It's going to show up in different ways until we fully heal from it. And sometimes we never fully heal from it, right? We just kind of learn how to cope. So releasing is going to be releasing those coping mechanisms that you may have that are not good for you. And for some of you, I feel like you're workaholics. You find anything you can do to keep your mind busy. Workaholic is probably the best holic you could be. But it still takes you away from yourself, and it takes you away from the real issue of the heartache and dealing with it. We also got work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio, and then we got the South Node, don't let your past hold you back. So your South Node is going to represent what you have come into this life knowing already. So you can go to, I'll post a link for it in the description box, and get your natal chart. And your South Node is going to be what you brought into this life already having a knowledge of. With that being said, there's always stuff to learn, right? You came to this life to have a new experience, to learn lessons, and, you know, to gain knowledge. So you don't want to keep repeating the same thing over and over if you've gotten it. You know what I'm saying? So working through your fears is just that, working through the fear of comfort. A lot of you are afraid to let somebody in after this heartache. I feel like a lot of you, it feels like it's too soon, but it really isn't too soon. Like, it's been a while since this has happened, but it's still so fresh to you sometimes that you feel like it just happened and you're afraid to move on. I feel like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I feel like a lot of you have a sense of loyalty to the person that hurt you. And so it's keeping you from accepting this new person into your life. So I would look into that, and let me think of what the best thing to do for that is, because I resonate with that. Be more loyal to yourself. So anytime you feel something like that, like you don't want to abandon that person that hurt you, what's worse, abandoning them or abandoning yourself? Because if you're afraid of abandoning them and it's keeping you from living your best life, you're abandoning yourself. And that's the only person you have to spend this life with. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave that with you guys. I hope it resonates. Make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care.